Do a very quick walkthrough the Chauvet ILS Command. Basically, I've noticed that the Chauvet ILS Command has got a few more added features to some of the light shows than using the standard remote which is shipped with. For example, these are out. Just a quick walkthrough. This is your master dimmer, so this controls your master dimmer. That controls the strobe speed, sensitivity, and this is speed for your auto show as well. So we've got blackout, we've got fleas. I'll just walk you through it basically. So pars are on, sensors on, blackout's off. Let's put that on our auto show. Auto show speed, as you can see. So we can control the speed of the pars or the speeds of any fixture, bar the lasers. So lasers, you can't control the brightness of the lasers or the speed, they just run as is. So that's that. So if I wanted to freeze that, press freeze, and that just freezes it. As you all know, that just stops it. The blinder puts all the fixtures which are selected onto a bright white. And that's just on a momentary switch basically. So it's press to hold, press to release. And then you've got your, let's put that back up again. Then you've got your static colours. That's all your static colours. I don't know if you can see it in the background there. It's all changing. That's your static colours. Presets, I've not got any presets set up basically. Those are if you want to, say for example, have 2 colours selected or 3 colours selected on the pars, it will scroll through the 3 colours or the 2 colours, or however many colours you've selected, it will scroll through them. What I'm going to do, if I select the pars which are selected, and if I go to macro, so we've got fade. I don't know if you can see that on the LCD display. Let me turn the light off. Adjust that. So on the LCD display, I don't know if you can see that. If you can't, I will just speak you through it. So on the LCD display we have fade. Let's speed that up. So as you can see, that's on the fade. Speed is selectable by the speed slider on auto show. So going through the different functions of the pars. So we have fade, we have pulse. I don't know if you can see that pulsing. You should be able to. Actually, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll turn this light off here, which will be bright. Right, you should be able to see that now. As you can see, that's pulsing, and that will just go through the different colours on the macro. Next up we have scroll. I'm trying to do this as best as I can if I hold it up there. So that's literally just going to scroll through the colours. Going to the macro again, we have a rainbow effect. Best way to see it, that's probably the best way to see it off the ceiling. So it's just like a rainbow effect, which is just scrolling through the different colours again, which is similar to scroll, but it's not as snappy when it scrolls through the colours. Next one is going to be pop. So what it does, one part does a different colour, the other part does a different colour. That's pop. Zone, again, which is just alternating between the pars and changes the colour as well. Next up we have auto, which practically goes for all the programs basically. So it will do pop or zone for a few cycles, then switch over to the next. So it's gone over to the next pattern. So auto basically it does like all of them, all the shows basically one. So at one set we do zone, pop, scroll, rainbow, and the other one I forgot what it is. Yeah, but it will do all the kind of like shows all at once. So that's auto, that's parse. Again, if you go back into the parse and you want to change the colour, you just hit colour, green, blue, amber, and it also lets you know what colours on the screen as well. So you can change your colours. You can change your colours via the colour button on the parse. So once you're in colour mode, it will go from green, which is auto mode, to yellow on the part indicator to let you know that you're on colour mode. So that's gone back green again. Don't know if you can see, but that's gone back into green. So it's gone back into auto mode. Colour, press colour, and then that kind of like manually changes the colour. Red, amber, whatever colour you choose. If I went into the preset and I had a couple of colours selected in each preset, then I can kind of like have a pattern. So I can have it like, say for example, preset 1 was red and yellow. Then I can have that as kind of like a scroll through red and yellow using the macro or whatever kind of like setting or feature I want. Moving heads, parse off, everything's just so quick to scale through. If I wanted to go over to sound mode, I would hit the sound button, which turns blue to indicate that I'm on sound active mode. There we go. I don't know if you can see that. That's picking up sound through the ILS command. You can also change the speed as well. That's going a hell of a lot faster. So on the, that's a bit slower. That's a bit more kind of like doable, so to speak. So if you want that off, hit that. So sorry, going back to the movers, hitting the colour button, which turns to yellow, and you can change your colour whatever colour you want. Amber, whatever colour you want by hitting the colour button. Hit it again, and it goes to green, and it should start scrolling through its own colours basically. Hit it again, it goes to green, then it will scroll through its own colours after a certain time. That's the laser. Again, if you go through the strobe, you have this. It's easy to see on the screen what strobe speed you're at. So 10 movers off. So we're in strobe speed 4. So if I wanted to speed up the strobes, basically, I'll just keep hitting the speed button on the controller. And to change the pattern, you just hit the pattern button. So we're on auto mode now. You do have more additional shows on the strobe with the ILS command, which you don't have with the supplied remote control. Let's hit a different pattern. Speed up. Here we go. So increase the speed, change your pattern. I think there's about 10 different patterns you can have. Obviously you can slow the speed down of it as well. Or a push of a slider. Go to another pattern, up to pattern 9. Pattern 10. To be honest with you, I've not seen these patterns with the standard remote. I've not used it, but from when I was using the standard remote, I don't recall seeing these additional patterns that you're seeing now using the ILS command. Yeah, so there's about 10 different stroke patterns, and you got auto mode. Again, auto mode on any of the fixtures would just run through a preset pattern, scrolling through all the patterns. The Derbies, strobe off. Derbies pretty much simple. Hit the Derby button, then you have the choice to scroll through. But if I do that, scroll through the colours. So on the Derby we've got, let's start again. So we've got red, green, blue, yellow, which is red and green, magnolia, which is blue and red, cyan. Also, it does change the pattern as well. If you keep an eye on the pattern, it will change each time you press the colour button as well. So we're back to auto. That's the pars. So we've done pars, done moving heads, we've done strobes, we've done derbies. We pretty much, for what it is, to be honest with you, yeah, it is a hell of a lot quicker using this than it is using the supplied remote.